What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and of course, I'm coming to you with some more boxing. We have Alberto Machado and YUANDALE Evans. You know, these guys squared off last night, and they were on the undercard of the Sergey Derevyanchenko and Jacobs Derevyanchenko fight, and I'm actually loading that one as we speak and talking about that. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this one round destruction of Evans. You know, Freddie Roach's prodigy, Alberto, he's showing that he's a force in the 130-pound division. He's the WBA champion. Now, it doesn't matter what really the super or regular or whatever, because you know by now the sanctioning bodies, they do shady, sketchy stuff, you know, by giving Tank Davis the super where it already belonged to someone else. It already belonged to Machado. So, you know, that's the quick explanation of that. You know, and Machado's pissed off and he calls out Gervonta Tank Davis like, look, you know, you need to fight. You need to put up or shut up. You know, I'm ready to get in the ring with you. The guy's 21-0 with 17 KOs. And Gervonta Tank Davis, here's the problem with him. Even if he wanted that fight, I don't think that his handlers would even let him fight right now. Because, you know, if you guys know or not, PBC, these guys they're being exposed little by little, each and every day, okay? Because they're showing that they can't make the fights. Not even they can't, they won't. You know, they want to milk their fighters that are undefeated. They want to milk them for everything they're worth. You know what I mean? They want to use that O to market them and beat a bunch of people that they know they can beat. So they give us a bunch of fights that we don't want to see. You know what I mean? And that's really what's happening. With Machado, you know, he's, you know, this guy obviously has power. 21 wins, no losses, no draws, 17 by KO, fighting Tank Davis with his undefeated record on the line. You know, that would be a great fight. I would love to see that fight. But will they even, you know, so even if Gervonta Tank Davis wanted to, he couldn't even make that fight. So we don't really know if that'll happen, if that'll come into fruition. And if it does, who says it will still happen? You know what I'm saying? Like it might gain the interest of the fans, you know, and it might you know, because I know Tevin Farmer's also in that division, and he just got that belt. So Tank's not fighting him. You don't really hear anything about him. You don't hear anything. That's why, you know, I made a video, my previous video about, you know, slaves of the PBC, because these guys, even if they wanted to make those fights are just not going to happen because, you know, other people say so. So, but no, Machado looked very impressive, and you can see he's also a finisher and how he finished Evans. And look at Evans' record. You know, he got stopped by Fortuna, right? Javier Fortuna, you know, stopped him. That was his first loss. This is his second, and he was 20-0, and 20-1 before fighting Machado. So that's big. You know what I mean? I think really that he went into the ring with opposition, you know, and different, you know, he was in there with lower opposition of fighters, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that I don't think he's ready, you know, for the level of Machado and Fortuna, because these guys, you know, Machado's hungry and Fortuna, you know, by now he's, you know, a very seasoned, high profile fighter, you know, and then actually I had him beating not Brewster, but the guy from Ohio that Mikey Garcia beat, right? I know who he is. I just, you know, he slipped my mind. But anyhow, I had him beating him, you know, because I mean he did get points deducted, and it was, you know, a lot of foul play in that fight. But you know, when you're going up against guys like Fortuna and Machado, you know, that's what you expect. And Machado proved that, you know, hey, I'm here. I'm the real champ. So I want my real belt. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let the WBA do that again, you know, but who knows? They did it before. Who knows if they'll do it again. But anyway, I think that fight needs to happen. And I think Mayweather Promotions with Al Heyman and all those guys like that, they need to stop hiding their fighters. You know, remember this happened before when Lomachenko was at 130. And he told Floyd, he tweeted Floyd directly. He said, I would love to fight you when you were 130 pounds. Unfortunately, you're not the guy that I want. I want your fighter. I want Tank Davis. Stop hiding your fighter. So really, to drop the mic on this video, PBC, stop hiding your fighters. You know, and that's a quote from Lomachenko himself. But it made a lot of sense. Stop hiding these guys. Let these guys fight. You know? So I wanted to cover other things about that, but I'm going to wait, you know, for another video. Give you guys, you know, the analysis on this fight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.